best to have your heat. There are 5 JV matches tonight. That was the end of number 1. So it'll be 4 more, and then we'll start the varsity match.
He's trying to get them to blow out the ball into the storage where they see the and stuff. And so they got all that. And then the fire shed and that stuff. They were doing outdoor shed for like sand and paint and all that. One thing so good, Dan loves the idea that I can do. Here's Sam Slayton's idea. Just do that. Come, this is what I do. That's the best thing for this to do. The walls here are this way. It's not holding it. It's creation. But they need to bust down with the window. some episode of the Blues series.
Light skin, but I'm still a dark. I'm a wig splitter. I'm a tall figure. I'm an unforgiving wild dog.
We're on the same mats together. Was at the War on the Shore tournament here at Stephen Decatur High School, and Rising Sun finished ahead of Decatur in the standings. So what do you think Decatur's looking to do to improve those results tonight?
Well, absolutely. The Rising Sun beat Decatur at the War on the Shore. They had a great tournament. Decatur had some injuries, but I think both teams are full go tonight, and that's going to change a lot of things. You know, dual meets are different than tournaments as well, where it's a lot about matchups. You know,
so looking at those matchups, it looks like right now Rising Sun has 5 guys ranked in the top 10. Stephen Decatur has 6 ranked in the top 10. I know strategy comes a lot into. Oh, we're going to take a little bit of a pause here for an anthem.
All right, back out after the anthem. So, yeah, what I was saying was it's a lot about matchups. You know, a tournament, some kid on your lineup might not score a point in a tournament. He might be, you know, a 500 wrestler, but he comes out in a dual meet, he could get a matchup that he's going to win, and he can get 6 points for his team. Whereas you're going to have state place winners here tonight losing matches.
Do you think that one of these teams holds the upper hand as far as their depth and flexibility with how they can pair up some of their higher ranked
Yeah,
studs?
I mean, if you go with depth and flexibility, Stephen Decatur with 70 kids in the room gives them a few more options. Rising Sun, these kids have wrestled a long time, and they're ready for this match tonight. They want to win this match. They are ready for this match. And we're going to start out with a great one. For Stephen Decatur, Juan Hinojosa and Isaiah Brown for Rising Sun.
Isaiah Brown, just a freshman, compiled a 22-7 record so far this year.
Yes, really good. Hinojosa doesn't go down to 6 a whole lot. Anticipate he will for the state tournament. Did a nice job. Isaiah Brown did, staying out of that dump, looking for some underhooks. I haven't seen Isaiah Brown wrestle. I know he wrestled at War on the Shore. I don't know that he placed. Is he on that sheet?
I'm not seeing anything
Yeah,
on the War on the Shore.
I don't know if he placed. It was a tough weight class.
He's currently ranked 21st in the 106 weight class. Juan Hinojosa sitting at number 4.
Right, so you're talking about, in Maryland, Jake, you have about 235 schools with wrestling. About 200 publics, 35 to 45 privates. So a little over 200 kids. So these are two of the best kids, top 10% for sure. Hinojosa on a nice single with a trip. Looks like he's going to get his 2.
This is the first of a lot of premier matchups we're probably planning on seeing here in these early weight classes between ranked opponents.
Yeah, first 4 or 5 weight classes, definitely. And these are kids who are going to see each other, gosh, at regional duels, at the regional individual tournament, state tournament. So you definitely want to get that W while you have an opportunity.
A lot of these guys
too.
pretty familiar with each other at this point in the season.
These guys haven't wrestled each other, so I already tell Isaiah's a strong kid, and Juan's really good neutral, and he had a tough time getting that takedown. So it's going to be an interesting match. I can tell Rising Sun already. He's drilling, getting hand control off the bottom. That's key with a lot of high school kids. They start coming up, they don't have hand control, and then they wonder why they can't get off the bottom.
Are they using that hand control to try to get up or to try to reverse
Just stop
the position?
him from taking out one of your points of contact. Like Juan's got that arm, so there's one point of contact. So if you can get 3 points of contact down and a hand, that's great.
So is he trying to peel? He's trying to peel Juan's hand off.
He's trying to peel it. Yep. And then Juan's working for a tilt, something called a cross wrist tilt, which Decatur's pretty good, right? And you dive through, yeah. But he's blocking a lot, so I don't know. That can get you in trouble. Dual meet, you're going to see this a lot today too. If you feel like you're getting outmatched, not that Isaiah is here yet, I don't feel that at all, but if you're outmatched, you're gonna see some stalling tonight, and we're gonna have to see how the ref handles it. But
trying to save some points for your team.
Absolutely, yeah. Big difference between you can win 2 matches and get 6 points for your team, and you can win 1 match and get 6. So
as you referenced earlier, state tournament starting next weekend, hosting that first round duel is going to be a pretty massive advantage out of that.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're at home, and a lot of people reckon that whatever sport you played at home, you love being at home. But then imagine if you also had to weigh in. So you know what your scale weighs before if you're at home. Now this is where Hinojosa really has a different gear some kids aren't used to. Takedown right to a half. That was real nice. And I think Isaiah's probably just not used to that speed. So this is where you're going to see big chances tonight too. Staying out of near falls, staying out of pins, and pinning kids.
He's got about 1 minute and 20 seconds to fight this pin off.
Yeah, it's
right
a
now.
lot of time for Juan, and it's not comfortable being on the bottom. That's called a GTS, and that's a fall.
Huge start there for Steve Decatur.
That's
getting 6
big. I
points
mean,
off the bat.
2 state-ranked kids, you don't think that they might give up a fall there, but Juan worked really hard for them. Oh, got it. So, yeah, Decatur with the lead now, 6-0. That's big because I don't know I really saw that coming. So Juan went out there and earned it, especially after.
He seemed like he had a second gear there to start the second period.
Well, yeah, and I was wondering, because he's not used to being down at this weight. So he went to the third period. I don't know how he could have handled it, but he's certainly got cardio. All right, right here is Stewart for Rising Sun's going to have his hands full.
This should be another premier matchup here. We got Eli Colick, the number 2 ranked wrestler at 113, and Adam Stewart, the number 10 ranked wrestler.
Yeah.
Colick obviously taking control early, though.
I mean, Colick is just arguably probably, top 5 public school wrestlers in the state. Defending state champ, comes from a great lineage of wrestlers. His dad was one of our best kids here at Stephen Decatur, as a 4-time D2 national qualifier. Nice armbar here. I know Elijah's pumped yet. When you wrestle junior league, you don't wrestle in front of crowds. You don't wrestle with your team a lot. So
Adam Stewart, just a sophomore, holding a 24-5 record, but hasn't seen many guys like Eli.
Yeah, not many people have, unless you're in PA. It's a nice double armbar. That's real close to a fall. There it is.
What a start. What a start for Decatur.
You can't ask for anything better.
Just as you were saying, guys are trying to hold off the 6 points. Stephen Decatur comes on, does their job, and gets 12 quick ones off the bat.
Yeah, it's easy for people to sitting on the couch like, how could you get pinned? And you get double armbar by a state champ. That's a whole different degree.
We might be in store for a different level of wrestler here coming out for Rising Sun right now.
So this is going to be, now this is the old gamesmanship. So it's 120. Rising Sun's going to send first. And they are sending Zach Brown. They're sending the Brown. They're sending Brown. That means they're going to bump Garvin up.
So Garvin's the number 1 ranked wrestler, defending state champion.
Yeah, this is not Garvin though.
So they bumped him.
Yeah, they're bumping
So
him.
they're holding him off.
Yeah. Yep, so we're sending out Liam Hughes, who's also state ranked for us. Been fighting injuries all year. So curious to see how this goes.
He is the 17th ranked wrestler in the state right now, so
yeah,
still
real nice takedown by Brown here. Cradle's pretty tight. Liam does a nice job. So now Garvin's going to bump up to 26 and wrestle Reed Kamey. So that's going to be
an exciting match.
That's
Don't want to jump ahead, but that's going to be
Yeah.
that's going to be an exciting match with Garvin sitting at 30-0 right now. Currently has never lost a match in his high school career.
Yeah, this is
Would love to see Liam do his job here and get a couple more points on the board before Garvin steps on the match.
Yeah, Xavier Brown cut down to 20, and I think that was in their strategy. If he can come down here and get a win, Garvin can go up and take out Reed Kamey. I see what they're doing. Now we just got to see if it works to their favor. So Xavier had a real nice takedown and cradle, and then Liam's now defending it real well, coming back out. Needs to get. They're not giving a takedown? Sid, did they not give a takedown on that? Oh, no takedown. Okay, 0-0. Oh, for sure. Looking at my notes too much. Oh, left. Big headlock. That's what we're talking about here. The ability to get falls and not get falls.
Got to hold him off for 40 seconds.
That's pretty tight. Liam's pretty flexible. Oh, wow. Nice headlock. Nice job getting out of there, but right into an armbar situation. Not like you get safe. A lot of kids, they get out of one pinning combination, they want to catch their breath.
So at this point, is he just trying to hold off for 20 more seconds to catch his breath?
Yeah, good wrestlers don't let you catch your breath.
Yeah.
And Xavier's doing just that. He's all over him. Armbar and a half. Again, not a fun position to be in there at all. So, big lead, 5-0 here. Granby roll. Gonna get some hand control with that. 5-0. But again, fought the fall, which Rising Sun couldn't do the first 2 matches. So, time will tell here.
So what's the strategy of Brown deferring on that one?
So
He seemed to be in pretty good control when he was on top.
right. I like to defer if it's not 0-0. Defer gives you a choice third period, so the kids will be a little more tired. So if you're good at top, let the kid get tired another period, get back on top of him.
Yep.
But you don't get rewarded for top in high school because in college you get riding time. So if you ride the guy out for a period, you get an extra point. In high school, you can ride the guy for the whole period and you get nothing for it. So maybe someday they'll change that rule. There's a rule back in the 80s, but riding time is
So Liam's not too concerned about being on the bottom right now. He just wants to make sure he doesn't end up on his back.
correct. And first period goes 0-0. This is not a match that Liam's out of. He's not getting outclassed. But a headlock is the great equalizer, boy. That will get you in trouble first. That's a nice shot. You either get circle or get underneath of it. Xavier's doing a nice job of sprawling. Notice his laces down there, coach. Oh, and with a spin, real nice takedown. Defensive takedown by Xavier Brown. See, again, Liam's catching his breath a little bit here. You cannot do that against good kids. You got to get right back up to your feet, get some hand control. Because like you said, he's looking tough on top. Battling hands.
At this time, he's just trying to keep control of his hands, it looks like, right?
Yeah, and he's staying, that's called parallel, where he's just straight behind the guy. Refs don't like that. That can be construed as stalling from the top guy. The bottom guy's got to come to his feet. But when you come to your feet, you can't bring your knee to your head, which is, he almost caught him in the cradle there. So he's got nice hand control there. See that hand control with the right side? That's what you'd love to see kids do, because that leads to a lot of escapes. And keeps the cradle away from you. Okay. 7-0. So 8's the magic number. Jake, 8 is a major decision. If you win 8-0, your team gets 4 points. 7 or less, like right now, it's 3. So
I would imagine with how this dual meet started, already down 12-0, they're looking for a pin out.
Oh, and that, yeah, you want a pin, at least a major. At this point, when you're up by 7, and it's not the way you want a mat return. You got to lift them. All right, so there's your 1. There's your major. So now
he's already said at 4 points.
Yeah, so now Liam knows. He's been around long enough. He knows that kid's got the major, and he's got to get it off the board first. Try not to get pinned or, teched or something like that later. Nice belly whizzer by Brown.
Is it worth it for Brown to make a gamble here and try to get the pin? Or is he going to be satisfied with the major decision?
I don't think you'll see it in the early matches, this third match. You get up to the 90s and 215s, you might see some kids take some bigger chances. So again, the other thing too, Liam wants to get that major off the board, but then he doesn't want to hold something like this too long where he gets himself in trouble on his back. Because you can be trying to save a major and then, oh crap, now I'm getting pinned. So it's a lot of mat sense, Some of these kids have wrestled 200, 300, 400 matches. Some of these kids have wrestled 40. So it's tough. But Xavier Brown right now on the driver's seat for a major. If I was the coach at this point, I might be happy giving up a major for Decatur. Because we've escaped a couple pins here.
Continue to stall, hold on these last 35 seconds.
Exactly. But from my point of view, I'd like my kids stalling on top or stalling neutral. Because stalling on bottom, that's when you get yourself in trouble. I think the ref is aware of that. Not a lot's going on. But if Xavier to get that call, like, see, he just came outside there. That's what you got to do. A lot of guys get mad when kids are bottom. They call them stalling, but they don't come outside the hips. And right now, he's going back right behind the hips, which is not a good way to get a stall call. But looks like 3 seconds left.
So it looks like Liam did his job here.
He did his job. I think this would be a closer match later, if they were to wrestle later in the year, because Liam's just coming back. But Xavier Brown, that was a big help to his team, and they're doing exactly what they want to do right now. They're going to win at 20 and then pump Garvin, an undefeated kid, against Reed Kamey. And this match on paper probably shouldn't be close. You got an undefeated kid against a kid that's never been to the state finals.
Yeah, we talked about Garvin, back-to-back state championships, 30-0 on the year, undefeated in his career.
Yeah. Now he's coming up a weight. Reed Kamey's coming down a weight. So if you know that, Reed is bigger than Tyler Garvin.
Do you know if these guys have faced each other?
No. I do know, and they've never wrestled each other. But Garvin is, and this is going to be two conflicting styles too. Garvin is technically amazing. He has perfect hands, perfect stance, perfect everything. Reed is unorthodox and hard to wrestle. Okay? So, hey, I'm the Decatur guy. I'm rooting for Reed all the way, but this is not an easy one for Garvin. That's a beautiful low single. trying to come out the back door. Ref's going to give him some time to finish this.
How can Reed get out of this?
Reed's got to either take that ankle and
just
roll
like
it.
Just like he's doing.
Yeah,
Right?
and it's really about the hips. Reed's hips are high right now. That's good. You want to have higher hips in these scramble positions. Yeah, see, that was good. I mean,
So
you
is
get
this,
out,
yeah, is this a
that's a win
situation
for
where
Reed.
Reed's,
That's
Reed's
a Reed.
size in comparison is to his advantage right now?
Yeah, I mean, Garvin's, he hasn't wrestled a lot of 26. And Reed, although he made 26 today, he's a 32. And he's a 40 in the offseason.
So we might need to see him overpower him just with raw strength a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to have strength and athleticism against technique and skill. And again, Rising Sun needs points. So there's a lot of pressure on Garvin, not just because he hasn't lost, it's because his team needs him.
He needs a pin.
He needs a win first against
Yeah.
Kami. He needs a win first.
If Rising Sun's looking to win this dual meet, you're looking for Garvin
Bonus
to get a
points.
pin.
It's called bonus points.
Yeah.
He needs bonus points. And right now, the longer this match goes, 0-0, or the longer this goes, Garvin is gonna be pressing because there's a lot of pressure on Garvin. No pressure on Kami. He's lost plenty, but Garvin hasn't lost, and his team needs him for his duel. And that's a 0-0. That's a win for Kami for sure.
This match living up to its billing right now. We got two guys who have 100 career wins facing off against each other.
Yeah.
Last meet of the year.
Yeah, I mean Reed just
Two seniors battling their last regular season match against each other.
Reed just picked up his 100th win Wednesday night, so he's sitting at 101. Garvin probably in the 140s.
Would be a heck of a way to go out for Reed.
Oh yeah. This is wow, a little sloppy, but he got away with it. And again, he might get away with it because he's stronger, you know.
What's the reason for Reed starting the second period on top then?
So Garvin took bottom.
Oh, he did elect
Yeah,
bottom.
he deferred.
Is he trying to get the 1 point for the escape then? Is
Yeah.
that-
Oh yeah.
That's the reason he chooses bottom. Trying
Correct.
to get that free point out
And
of
if
it.
you're a good wrestler, two good wrestlers wrestle each other, the bottom guy usually always wins. You know, it's just hard to hold kids down at a high level unless you have a couple things you're really good at on top. There's the one. Okay, now they're going to really want him to turn up the pace. The coaches and his teammates are, but a lot of people underestimate the Kami kid because they don't know a whole lot about him. He is not an easy out.
And we've referenced it several times, but Reed's got 100 wins in his career.
Yeah,
He knows how to win a wrestling match.
right. And that's with the COVID freshman year. So they're really still measuring each other out. I would expect both these guys to be a little more action. Reed's leading on that front leg again, though. That low single's going to be coming back to Garvin if he keeps it there.
Got this, Reed. Let's go.
Garvin, just a highly decorated
There it is
wrestler.
again. Low single. Nice improvement, but he's technically like going above that knee right there. That's something, that's some high level wrestling right there. Now if Garvin would get his head up, he could probably get Reed in trouble. Because the longer this goes, I think he might be just content holding that. Huh. I think that was a very finishable low single for him. 10 seconds, second. Garvin 1-0. Now Reed's going to have choice third period too. So
What do you expect him to elect? Start the third.
bottom.
Trying to get his free point for
even-
the escape as well.
Garvin is good on top, but with that size difference, and Reed's pretty unorthodox, he'll get out. I think he'll get out.
Would
So it
Garvin,
should be a
any,
real interesting third period.
with Garvin, obviously he wants to win first,
Correct.
but searching for a pin, is there a chance he cuts him just so he can get him in a position for a takedown and in a better position.
What he's going to do, he's going to ride him until I think he feels like Reed's going to get away, and then he might cut him. But he's going to see measure it out, see if he can turn him. You're not undefeated in high school without a good top game, so he's going to go on bar already.
Garvin, a 2022 junior national champion, committed to the University of Maryland.
Yep. Very good. Nice arm bar. But when we talk about some of the best public school wrestlers in the state, this is your number one, pound for pound, public school kid in the state. He's not used to going third period, that's for sure.
Say, I can't imagine in his 100-plus wins he's been pushed
Or
1-0 with a minute left in the third.
Correct. That's a real nice reinforced arm bar, and that's a real easy way to score some back points. And that's what he's going to. Real nice reinforced bar. So that's going to hurt Reed.
Is he going to try to repeat that to get more points?
Well, you got to release the hold.
So he can't just roll him back over and get more points for it.
So he released the hold. Now he can go back to it.
Okay.
He's still got a head lever. And he's going right back to the bar. Again, good wrestlers, you cannot lay on bottom and just think things that he's just not going to turn you. And unfortunately, that's what Reed's finding out right here.
30 seconds left in the third.
I would beg to say that Tyler Garvin has probably scored bonus points in every dual meet he's wrestled this year. So there's your stall call on bottom.
Just a fantastic effort from Reed.
Yeah. I mean, to go 4-0 with maybe the best kid in the state, that's good. I don't know if Rising Sun's happy with that. You know, they might have had aspirations of getting, you know, at least a major, maybe more. So,
real strong effort from Reed.
yeah. Quality wrestler. Tyler did a nice job, too. And if anybody thinks that she should have pinned him, they haven't seen Reed Kamey wrestle enough, that's for sure. Who was it? Jonathan Horn.
Jonathan Horn, the 19th ranked wrestler at the 132-pound weight class.
Yeah, for Rising Sun, yeah.
Yeah, for Rising Sun. A senior currently sitting at 30-7 on the year.
Aaron August, one of the few Decatur kids who's not ranked.
Dealt with a lot of injuries this year, right?
Yeah, he has knees, arms, shoulders.
That sounds like pretty much everything, Todd.
Yeah, well, it's wrestling season. It's not baseball. Where do you sit out for baseball, Jake? Do you sit out any games in college?
A lot of oblique injuries, you know?
Obliques.
Yeah, too much turning, that rotational power.
Gosh, I don't know how you guys do it. But you might have had like some rash from turf burns.
Every now and then when you got to sprint 90 feet to first base. And I say every now and then, because only the good ones get to do it.
Right, we like those ground rule doubles. Just get the trots. So both guys battling here for, looks like some Russian ties. Horn's backing straight out, though. That's probably not something the ref's going to let him just do. He squared up. Yeah, Aaron with a 21-3 record. So he's certainly a quality wrestler, not in the state rankings yet. Hadn't beaten these state ranked guys. He's right there with them. But he's just lost a little step with a couple of his injuries. And his training, training wasn't. When you get injured, that's the other thing with wrestling. You can't train like you want to train. Horn with a real nice sweep. Heads up, good position. August is trying to square, but he got to the side. This is good for Horn. Advantage Horn right now. And there's your two. So over the arm. Sit out hip heist. 2-1. That's what I'm talking about. That was what I'd like to see on all Decatur guys or guys who wrestle good kids. You cannot give up a takedown and then lay there and sulk about it.
Don't just stay on the bottom. You got to get up.
Because you're going to get hammered. And we saw that. The longer you give good guys on top, they're going to turn you. We've seen that tonight with quite a few. Okay, red's going down. Again, expect him to get that one.
He chose bottom there, right?
Yep.
He chose.
He wants to get that
So
one.
he's looking to get the one, go up 3-1.
Yep. Legs in. Now, see, legs are a great equalizer on top. You get legs in. One, you cannot stand up unless you're freakishly strong. But two, if that guy can ride legs, he can turn you.
So Aaron's trying to keep his legs inside of Horn's legs.
Yes, because you can't build your base. You can't stand up. But you got to really know how to ride legs because legs can get you in trouble. But Aaron's been riding legs for a while and seems comfortable with it for sure. Figure 4 ride. Bottom guy's not doing much. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get hit with a stall call here because he's just blocking.
That's the second time I've heard the figure 4 reference tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
recognize that one.
Yep. Can figure 4 the leg.
Just flip him into the sharpshooter and we got him all down.
Right? Cobra clutch. I only know like 2 of those moves from the 80s. Yeah. I feel like the bottom guy's just stalling. But you're winning. He's winning 2-1.
Yeah, is
so
he stalling because of the position he's in? Because as
I
we talked
think-
entering this period, he's looking to get that 1 point for the escape.
I think maybe he's not good at getting out of legs or
He just found himself in a tough position,
Yeah.
so he's trying to ride it out.
just get comfortable and get out of there. Or the ref called a stalemate, which is
Is Aaron satisfied with holding this period at 2-1?
Aaron is, yeah.
Just
I
continue
think
to
so,
ride him
absolutely.
for the entire period.
2-1, and he'll take bottom third period. And hopefully get the one next time. Looks like he has a cramp. I don't think it's an injury. I think he's cramped up. A lot of kids are cutting weight this time of year. And, you know, they're gonna cramp up a little bit more.
How much time does he have for that?
Injury is a minute and a half. And
Here's the
then,
problem. When you start cramping, you don't really stop.
Is that true? I never cramped.
Well, you got good flexibility.
No, none of that either. Never had it either.
Every time I've dealt with the cramp, it comes back.
All right. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's a knee issue. Looked like it was calf area. 43 seconds left. This period. So this kid certainly needs to get out for his team, and Aaron doesn't want him to get out. The ref kind of saved the bottom guy with that stalemate call. See what happens here. Little sit out, turn in, flatten back out. That's good for August.
I see him keep wrapping up the one leg.
Yeah, you start with a lace sometimes, and that lace can help flatten them out. But it can also lead to a figure 4, you know, in the leg. So Aaron's trying to slide the legs in, but the kid's not coming up. Horn's not coming up. Which, if you're scared of legs, you try not to come up because the leg, when you come up is when the legs come in. But then the ref should be addressing that too. That's a leg cradle. This is something you don't see on good kids, but it can become a cradle, yes. So, got a little loose there at the end. It was a little too late for Horn to get out. So now,
So Aaron will take that.
yeah,
Held him off.
2-1.
No escape point. Only trailing
Yep.
1.
2-1.
Is he starting down here
Yep,
for the third
took,
then?
took bottom.
So if he can get up, he'll even up this match.
Yes, and he'll be back to the feet. So again, feeling out on top. And he's going legs. Okay.
Do you expect Horn to just try to ride him out here? He is up 2-1, obviously. So
He's going to be a little more comfortable. Like this arm bar is pretty tight, but he doesn't need it because he's winning. Now he needs it for his team. You know, to try to get a.
they're chasing bonus points, giving up those 2 pins
Absolutely.
in the first 2
That's
matches.
a nice arm bar.
Is he going to be able to roll him here?
It's going to be tight. That is close to a pin. Oh, that was impressive. That was very tight. A lot of heart with that one.
With all the injuries
So you
he's
got
dealt with, I don't
5-1.
think anyone's questioning Aaron's heart and fight.
No, not at all. So 5-1. Oh, it's going to be trouble. Might want to give this up. Yep, just give it up. Now he's going to just try to get to his feet. Oh, that's a hard crossface. It's all good. But again, good kid, you cannot lay on bottom. Nice armbar again, too. Started with that same move that Garvin did, so Rising Sun's been drawing their arm bars for sure. And he's going back to it. 30 seconds, sitting 5-1. Now here's where, as a coach, you like, okay, we're losing 5-1. I can deal with it. Let's not do something silly and give up a fall. Maybe even for the top guy. Like, okay, we got the decision. Hold on. No. He's going for a cradle.
So held off the bonus points again.
Yeah. Another victory for Rising Sun. More team points, but no pins. So again, it's 12-10. Rising Sun's losing, but they've won 3 matches and Decatur's won 2. So, that's where falls make a big difference. All right, Tyler Henderson just checked in for Rising Sun. And Jake Sallow. Jake Sallow for Stephen Decatur. Jake's a junior with a 15-9 record from Decatur.
Tyler Henderson, a sophomore for Rising Sun with a 22-8 record on the year.
A lot of sophomores, man. They're going to be a burden to the state for several years. Real nice double leg by Jake Sallow. Now, see, here's a match where, when they talk about wrestling not being a team sport, okay? You've had state champs, undefeated kids wrestling. They got 2 kids not even ranked, okay? And they could score 6 points for their team.
Their points are the same.
Right.
Their points count the same.
Exactly. So, these 2 kids both want to help their teams out in big ways. They're not the big name.
Yeah, I'm sure kids like this feel a little bit more pressure in this kind of match. There's a lot of riding on this for the teams trying to host next week's postseason matchup.
Absolutely. Nice takedown by Henderson as well.
These guys have a chance to really fill a big role for their team.
Yeah. Gets to his feet and pushed out of bounds. 3-2, Henderson. Sallow's got to have a better move off the bottom, and I'll be sure to tell him that in practice.
Come on, Jake, get your right, let's go.
Henderson's grinding on top, but not really much off the whistle. And they're just slowly getting those arm bars in. Rising Sun is looking real good with the arm bars. Whoever's wrestling Rising Sun on Tuesday, you boys better wrestle.
Do you
throw arm
often
bars.
see teams specialize in certain techniques,
Yes.
certain moves?
Yes, and it comes from the coaches. What are they good at? Because if you're good at it as a coach, then you're going to tend to teach that better.
So they're drilling that a lot in practice.
Absolutely.
Because the coach is familiar with it.
Yeah.
He's worked it thousands of times in his career.
Yeah. And we run arm bars too, but they're beating us in the arm bar game tonight for sure.
Are there techniques that you personally specialized in?
As short as I was, I really like to ride legs. And I like Aaron August, just was riding legs. And then probably better at neutral.
What about the coaching staff now? I mean, you're, again, a member of the coaching staff. But
again, I like to show legs. Coach Interieri likes to show. He loves arm bars. Coach Piranha loves his cradle. He yells cradle so much we have to call it cradle just to make jokes about it. But and then Coach August likes his throws and takedowns and stuff. And so Sallow kept the escape from happening, but that kid Henderson's going right back to the hand control. I love it. I mean, that's good technique. He's beating him on technique and hand control there off the bottom. Sallow's got a nice double leg if he can get to it. Got to set it up better than that.
when you're working for a takedown, are you more working what you are strong with, or are you trying to attack opponents'
So,
weaknesses?
you know what? It's a lot of your reps. Like, you just get so many reps in practice that, some things you're just good at it. And you drill a lot of. Like this position right here, we drill a lot of this. Getting stuck underneath in a sweep single. But other teams are drilling front headlocks, which is what Rising Sun has. And, some of it just has to do with the wrestler itself, what that wrestler gives to you, but you certainly will have a couple things in your arsenal that you're good at, but you can't force that all the time.
How close was that to the cow catcher? My son, 9-year-old in the junior program.
There was a little cow catcher mixed in there.
He's caught himself in that position a few times, and it ends up a little bit worse than that one.
Yeah, cow catchers are not fun. Oh, that was a nice setup. Jake reached up with his hands. Succumbed to a little bit of just tapping on the head and right to the armbar. Man. The last time he had it at the end of the period, and again, he's got with 20 seconds left, so Salah's got to hold on here.
So is he working his body opposite of that armbar then? Is that how he's trying to cut that off?
Well, you work it over there to get it tight, and then once you get it nice and tight, you're going to walk it to the head.
Okay.
So now he's going to start coming out because he felt like he had it tight, but now it just got loose. So, 6-2. Okay, going neutral.
6-2 here. Rising Sun definitely still chasing some bonus points that we're looking for throughout this dual meet so far.
Yeah. He's got a little closer. Jake's had a good double, but he's got to set it up. You see that later with Cole Kohut as well. Good double legs, but you got to have a setup to it. Jake likes his underhooks, but Henderson's battling out of that. Real nice high crotch to a trip, not much defense. Better get up. You lay on your stomach. That's the worst thing. Tell your kids, Jake, and the worst you can do there is lay on your belly button. 'Cause that's what kids get stuff tight. At least with your up on your base.
Up on your knees, you got to get up on your knees.
Yeah, get up to your base. Like right there, you're a little safer. A little safer. Except for legs, because that's when you can throw legs in. I haven't seen Henderson throw legs yet. So, got a half coming in. I think at this point, I think Decatur might be happy losing 8-2. That's a 6-point difference. But if if Henderson could get another takedown or a turn, they'd be looking at a major.
Salo's pretty happy here to just kill the next 45 seconds.
Yeah, I guess, but I just hate him killing it flat. That's when you're going to get stuck.
He's making a push for it, getting up on the knees like you wanted him to.
He should have stayed on the edge right there. If you get in trouble on the bottom, you can get yourself out. He allowed it to get out of bounds, unless Henderson just pushed
Henderson
him.
trying to push him out of bounds?
A lot of times, if the bottom guy's wasting your time, you just push him out and get a restart in the middle. He can't run from you. But Sal, it'd be great if you get this one. Stay in.
He didn't give it to him?
Nope.
Should he have gave that to him?
I don't think so. You got to have 2 points contact in. Jake didn't have any, and I think the Rising Sun only had one.
So you'd like to see Salo try to force himself back into the circle at that point?
If you're on your feet, if Jake Salo gets to his feet, you do not let that guy get you out of bounds.
Henderson's obviously trying to push him out at that point too, right?
Yes.
Trying to get
without
back to
looking
the
like you're stalling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make it look obvious. But this is a perfect example in these first 6 matches of why you teach kids not to get pinned.
Still no bonus points for Rising Sun. They're doing a good job of winning their matches, but they're not getting any bonus points. So,
yeah,
Stephen Decatur probably still feels pretty comfortable with the position they're sitting in.
I mean, yeah, they're beating Decatur 13-12, but they've won 4 matches. Decatur's only won 12. This is a crazy match. This one is, again, 2 unranked kids. Oh, Alex just broke into rankings, 24.
Yeah.
But this kid for Rising Sun actually weighed in at 38. He weighed in at 38 and bumped up. This is Bell, right?
Sawyer Bell, another sophomore.
Yeah, Sawyer, God, these sophomores.
So another young kid. He's sitting at a 15-9 record on the year.
Against Alex Reel, also a sophomore.
So
Just broke in the state rank 17-13. So
another one of those matches we had talked about where might not be as highly touted as highly.
You're not the big name, but you can do big things.
So your points matter the same.
Exactly. Another nice double. See how he stayed in? He stayed in there, but he didn't get that to his feet. So Alex is doing a better job of staying off his stomach.
Yeah,
Sawyer's still, he's hammering on top. He's not doing anything wrong. Again, see how Real goes turned in?
So Bell's just trying to stay heavy on top of him there.
Yes. Now again, they're in bounds. Here's where Alex should get his one. He's trying to get a switch. You get switch to a re-switch. There's a nice little flurry here. Oh, Alex is strong from here. I will attest to that. He fights out of these high crotches, and he scores a lot of points here. And not yet, not two yet. There, he gave it to him. 2, and if you get this Turk in, might be more bonus points. So he's fighting for the Turk. You might get it, you might get it. Oh, he opted out of it, okay. 2-2. That was a big reversal. Coming out with that and tying it up here. Alex not great on top, but he can ride. He's splitting the legs. Splitting legs, cannot lock hands right there. Real conscientious of that. That's a score, yeah, 2-2 first period. It's one of those matches, man. Go either way. It could be a fall either way, too. That's the other thing. So Decatur's going down here. 2-2 again. See if he goes back to the switch or stand up. Again, no belly button. That makes it harder to ride for that top guy. And
he stayed up on his knees the majority of the time on the bottom.
Right, and it makes it, and it's grueling for the top guy. It's very tiring, and you kind of saw a little bit.
Yep.
I think halfway through the second period, Real might be wearing on him a little bit because he does not get tired. He's a cross-country kid. High crotch to the back leg. Don't like the back leg, but see if he can recover with a crackdown. Stepping over, covering the hips. This is real close to 2. And he's got a Turk. We're good at Turks. We talk about what we're good at. That's a Turk right there. But Alex's left knee is not where it's taught to be. Should be in his belly button. And it's not.
So the Turk is him holding on to that, onto Bell's left leg though.
Yeah, yep. You elevate the leg and see Alex. Now he's going armbar. He's actually pretty good with an armbar. But so is Rising Sun. So that's the thing. If you're good at it with your team, you're also usually good at countering it because you get hammered with it at practice all day long, whether it's arm bars or legs or whatever. But again, Sawyer's also coming up a weight class. Real wrestles a lot of 50. He's down to 44. So now, let's see what he can do here. Oh, he can get that deep. That kid's still looking into it. This is going to be trouble for Rising Sun. Step back over. A lot of that 20 seconds. Big fall here if we could get it. Oh, that's. Oh, that's big. Nice job, Alex Real, with the fall.
As you predicted, one of those matches, either person could win, either person could get a fall.
Yeah. I mean, again, Reed Kamey, 3-time state place winner. Hunter wins. Loses tonight. Alex Real, sometimes not in the against Amari Emanuel. How much about the Horn kid?
The Horn, another sophomore. Rising Sun, probably a bright future ahead of him here.
Yeah, very much so.
15-11 record on the season.
And, Amari Emanuel's a junior, 27-7. Really a football player who I talked into wrestling. He wrestled when he was a little kid, but we begged him to come back in the room as a freshman, and now he's coming on.
Sitting at number 12 in the state, not bad for your second sport.
Yeah, he's had a couple nice wins over some ranked kids. Lost to a top 5 kid in overtime, and Josh Strong. So he does a couple things real well. It makes him dangerous. Also a pinner, and does not get tired.
Interesting little tidbit for Austin Horn here. His plans for the future are gaining weight after wrestling season, so apparently not a fan of cutting weight.
It's usually not a hard thing to do.
I've been doing that the last 15 years or so.
I know when we've ordered state championship rings in the past, we usually have told the kids to order 2 sizes up. Some of them think we're kidding. And then when they come in, they go, Coach, they're too small.
It seems to make sense.
Yeah.
If they want to wear that after their wrestling career is over, I'd imagine they might want to go 3 sizes larger.
Yeah. So Manuel's going to cut him. And then Horn right back in. But Manuel blocked it. Real nice front headlock. Controlling the elbow underneath there by Austin Horn. Trying to hit a dump, which is something Rising Sun is kind of known for. Oh, like I said, Manuel's a pinner. Oh, but he escapes there. Horn escapes.
How could he have finished that off?
You got to get your legs in quicker, and you got to arch his body out. He just didn't get his legs in. He didn't get the arch in, which is part of what he didn't do right. But Horn did a good job countering him when he got in trouble. So he's got a single leg in. Not great position for Emmanuel, but that half is getting tighter and tighter. If he can move his left elbow forward, he might get some back points here. And, oh, there you go. Just stay right there. A lot of young kids will reposition. I hate when they do. You just stay there. You get your back points. Let the buzzer blow. Good to go.
Grabbed himself 3 extra points over the last 10 seconds.
Absolutely. 7-1. So now you're looking at, okay, what can we do to get bonus?
Was that a strategy of him recognizing the time on the clock instead of trying to reposition himself, just hold it there and get
It's
the extra
something
points?
we preach. We preach it in practice.
If there was a minute and a half left in the period, would he have gone for another move and try to...
We always teach them, get your full count and then tighten it up.
Okay, finish it off first.
Get your back points, because too many kids will get 1 count, they'll try to change something, they'll lose it, they get nothing. So it's not a big hurry. When that kid's on his back, why hurry? Horn's doing a nice job shooting, but Manuel is just blocking it very well. And again, Manuel's probably a 57, so he's a big, big 50. Big athletic 50.
Sitting up 7-1 here right now. You said he's a pinner. Is he at any point going to change his strategy, looking for scoring more points?
Well,
Cutting him and scoring more points, or just continuing to try to get the fall?
He's a guy that doesn't have a lot of mat time. Amari Manuel has probably wrestled 70 matches in his life. So I don't know that consciously he is really going to say, I got to score 15 points. He's going to take the next scenario and just keep building.
He's trying
off
to
it.
finish every guy.
Right. He's going to get 2 points here, 1 point there, and just figure it out as he goes. And I don't think, could be wrong, I have to check this, but I don't know that he's been on our starting lineup in the state final, so I don't know how many really big dual meets he's been in. This year he's been in a couple, beating Spalding and Loyola. He had a big win against
Do you expect him
Loyola.
to be at the 150-pound weight class in the postseason?
I think so. I think he will. I think he's tougher there. Because, again, he doesn't have the experience, so sometimes if you can make the weight and it doesn't kill you, you certify for it. It's a lot different nowadays with certifications. Kids don't literally kill themselves making weight anymore.
No more running around with 6 garbage bags on you on the treadmill.
There's a lot more rules now. Yeah, used to be a badge of honor, but now it's not as needed. Interesting. Rising Suns will take top. So that means to me he's got to move on top. He's got legs. He's got a cradle. He's got something. So Manuel better get out. Maybe that arm bar. But Manuel's good on bottom.
It's quick. He's
So
stood
there
up
you go.
quick there.
So that actually helped, and that's what you want to do. Now he's got the 7-point lead. Now he's looking for that major. Got the major. Now, if he doesn't want to go fall, he can keep cutting him.
He's fast and tight. He looks long. His arms look long.
He's long and he's quick.
He's got a lot of reach when he's
smart.
going for those shots.
He's a great student. I mean, I can't say enough, and he's just the nicest kid. So, Mari Manuel's got a. I keep telling him he's gonna. We always have the Princeton guys that come down for camp, but I know he's a football guy, so I keep telling him he's gonna play Ivy League football.
It's not a bad future.
No,
That'll set
make a few dollars and
That'll set you up for the long term too.
Exactly. So
I'll tell
that's
you
a
what,
Russian.
He also probably has my favorite pair of shoes on tonight. Looks like he's got a box of Trix candy there on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I never saw those. It's like built into the treads. Oh, there's a high crotch. Out to the side. Don't let him out. And he got his 2. That's mat savvy, which if he's getting that, great, because he's a junior. If he gets a mat savvy with his athleticism.
You sound pretty excited about what his future holds. Another year of experience under his belt going into his senior year.
Yeah.
Does he have the skill set to push for an individual title?
I'd have to look at who's at the 50-pound bracket. He's going to shake it up, though.
He's ranked 12th currently.
And
sounds like
keep
he's
in mind,
improving pretty.
that 12 counts 3A, 4A. It counts the privates. We're wrestling 1A, 2A, so I don't know who's above him. Another takedown. He's got a real nice cradle if he could lock it up. This kid gets lazy.
How many more points are you looking for here? What's a major?
Well, let's see. Right now we're at 11. The Tech is 15. So Tech probably isn't going to happen.
Could he finish him here? Could he finish him?
It's not a great position to be in unless he can get a half in there.
20 seconds
there's the
left.
half.
20 seconds left.
Oh, he just missed it. That was going to be the one. If you get the half,
That was his shot.
that was his half to get the extra bonus.
But he's still another Decatur match, securing more bonus points.
Bonus points, yeah. I mean, we preach it. We always have. And we kind of got a slogan in the room. It's like, race to 30 points and don't get pinned in a dual meet. If you can get to 30 before your opponent and you're not getting pinned, you're probably going to win.
The math checks out.
Yeah. So we'll see how it looks here at the end of the night. But that's a nice major decision. 14-3 for Amari Emanuel.
I know not every Decatur guy has won, but every guy seems to be doing the job the team needs him to do.
Yeah. Another, 4 wins, 4 bonus points. So this is going to be an interesting one here. I believe that Rising Sun has to send out first. And they have a really good kid who they're going to want Salido to wrestle.
Another Garvin.
And a backup kid. And this is not Garvin, I don't believe. This is O'Connell, right? That's O'Connell. So here's gamesmanship. Rising Sun sent their backup. Okay? So we're going to throw our backup.
Okay.
And we're going to put Salido up on their good kid. Braden Bell for Decatur. This is O'Connell. He might not be doing the sheet.
O'Connell, no. He's a senior. Does not look like he's had a whole lot of experience. It says he does have a background in jiu-jitsu. Maybe a bit of a ground fighter then?
You do it from your back, though. So we'll see. Now Braden Bell, I believe, is only a sophomore. He is a cross-country superstar. Runs like 3 sub-5.5 minute miles.
That's not
he
something
does
I'll
not
ever
get
do.
tired.
That's not something I'll ever
And
do.
he's super smart. And he was just definitely JV at the beginning of the year. We didn't even give him an afterthought.
So another guy sent out here looking to do a job.
Right. This is a backup that
Right.
we're putting out there, and he is.
He wants to win. You want to see him win, but you want to see him do his job and hold off bonus points.
Change it later. So he takes a shot. Good block by O'Connell. A nice go behind by Braden Bell. Now we haven't seen Braden, what he does on top. That's right to an armbar, which again, and he's circling him in. That stuff.
Bring him back in. Bring him back in.
That's stuff that good kids don't do there with 100 matches. This is this kid's probably 10th match, and he might come up humongous for Decatur. And this is not a fluke. He's good.
I know
He
this
just doesn't know how to
performance-
finish it.
I know this performance looks like Salido. It says Salido on the screen. It's not.
Yeah, that's not Salido. And Salido got to be next. There's the phone.
But it looks like Salido.
Wow.
What a performance. Another match with bonus
Wow.
points for Steve Decatur.
We'll fix it. We're announcing it. It's fine.
You said he's an endurance guy. He didn't need the endurance. Finishing him off
Yeah.
right away.
And now you'll see a prime matchup. This is a state semifinal matchup.
This is it.
Okay. Gavin Salido and Zach Garvin.
Zach Garvin, again a sophomore, but he doesn't have the inexperience that some of the other sophomores
No,
do. He's
not at
currently
all.
30-2 on the season.
He's actually probably wrestled more matches than Salido in his life.
Salido ranked number 3 in the state, Garvin number 6 at the 157-pound weight class. So this is not the last time these guys are going to wrestle this year.
Yeah. So this is, again, Zach Garvin and Salido. We're going to fix the screen, and when we get to it, Zoe, take your time. They know. People know. You can just change the time on it.
Garvin was a state placer last year, finished 6th as a freshman.
Correct. Salido, two-time runner-up, really on a quest to win one this year. Now, again, this is a dual meet. They've wrestled before. Salito beat them 8-0. So if you are Garvin, the coaches from Rising Sun, you might be happy, okay, losing a decision. You'd love to win. Whereas Salito knows he majored him before, and he's going to want to major him again. That's his mentality, at least. But in dual meets, it changes things. You know, in a tournament, if you're losing 10-1, you can try a headlock at the buzzer, and if you get pinned, it's not a penalty to your team. You can't do that in a dual meet.
A lot more on the line than your individual record in this match.
Salito comes from way under. Shake him off his hip, this is pretty tough to do. This is typical Salito fashion. Trying to get Turk and then clear his head. But Garvin is long, and that other foot is stuck. There you go. If he comes under that foot, he's going to be in better shape. Right there. But Garvin's going to try to lock it. And we should do, yep. We'll try to roll him to his back, get him in a little danger. Then that clears that foot a little easier. Then that should be 2. That should have been 2. That is not 2. That was 2.
Did not give it to him.
Had an ankle lace, had control of the hips.
What more does he have to do there? What's the ref looking for?
Stay in.
Okay.
You know, sometimes refs, I was a ref for a while, you know, you get caught up on the out of bounds and don't look at the head position.
I feel like I've seen Salito with a guy above his head more matches than I haven't.
Yeah. He's not going to put it on a technique clinic, Salito. And probably football or wrestling.
A little bit more of the Royal Rumble style that I was talking about last weekend.
Yeah, well, he would love it. He would love it. And so, he again is a football lover. Loves football. Wants to play college football. He hates to cut weight. That's why he really didn't cut weight this year. Because he probably should be a 50-pounder. But I will say that's a real nice stand-up, real nice shot. And Garvin with some really great defense.
Is Garvin trying to get out? Is he trying to escape?
Yeah, he was just getting
position?
pulled over there. But if he keeps doing it, I think the ref will call some stalling. Pennsylvania priority got called for stalling, as my cousin Jonathan would tell me.
It's a different breed there.
Wrestling is. Now see, this is no offense from Garvin. He hasn't taken a shot. And look, again.
Do you think that's his strategy? Do you think that's a dual meet strategy for him?
Sure, absolutely. Now look, in the state tournament, if these guys wrestle in the semifinals, it's not going to help him.
Looks like they're exchanging some words here too. I feel like Salito's getting a little bit frustrated that Garvin keeps finding his way to the outer bounds of the circle.
Well, and I tell kids all the time, then take him down the middle.
I don't blame Garvin. I don't blame Gavin for getting upset about it.
Exactly. Got to do what's best for your team. Garvin's keeping it close. Gavin's trying to get points. Nice elbow control. But again, Garvin's giving him trouble. He's long. So these are two 57-pounders that are bumping to 65.
Yeah, Garvin clearly has a couple inches on him.
Yeah, another shot by Salito. I think that's 4. That's 5. This certainly should have been a stall call.
Does the ref just need to see Garvin make an offensive move here?
I mean, if I'm Garvin, I'm faking a shot. So that's 6. There you go. See, that's a fake shot.
Just a fake one.
That'll buy you some time.
He's just showing it. He's not actually trying to finish anything there.
Buy you some time. Yeah.
Are there different techniques that Garvin could use? He does have more reach. You could just see it in their height.
Yeah, he's blocking a lot.
Is there a different technique he can use to get on the offensive to maximize that reach?
Oh, yeah. I mean, tall kids can have great offense because they can get to your legs a lot easier. He's just opting not to. But then again, you could be just trying to keep very. Stall call finally.
Oh, did he get one there?
Got one there at the end, yep. So now he's going to go neutral. He's been comfortable neutral. I mean, Salito has. Now that's what we're talking about, length.
Quick. That was quick.
There's your length. That was a real simple single knee pull. And this is very finishable. But I'm not putting Salito out on anything. Okay, that was Salito's got to be aware of that.
Best case right there for Gavin?
In that
deadlock
situation,
him right there?
absolutely.
Yep.
That was a very finishable takedown.
Match
And-
with two of the best wrestlers in the state living up to its billing. In the third period, minute and a half left, only 1-0.
Hey, 1-0. We had the same thing with Garvin's brother and Kami.
Clearly two pretty heady wrestlers here, too. They're calculating their moves.
Yeah, these guys have wrestled a lot.
They're not only can they finish people off, but they're not going to make any mistakes. They're not going to give a whole lot of openings.
Now, this is not one you're worried about your kid getting pinned. You know, you can almost try something at the end to win and not worry about getting pinned.
Do you
Whereas
expect to
most-
see in the next minute? One of
I
these
mean-
guys taking a shot. There it is. There it is.
See, that's what happens here. You take a bad shot, and Salido will make you pay.
Can he finish this?
He can, but it's not where he wants to be right now. Okay, yeah. And again, Garvin's been in that situation, so he's comfortable getting out of that. But that went from 1-0 to 6-0.
That was quick. Yeah,
And that's
quick
kind of what
turn
Salido
of
does.
events.
I mean, whether it's his offense or his defense, it's all very good. And it's all very physical. Underhooks, which is a tall guy. You know, Salido should not just back straight out. He tried to circle back in. So these underhooks will be something that, yep, Garvin's going to try for. Salido's got to take a shot before he gets doubles in, and he's got to circle in. So he's got double elbows there. Oh, he dumped him. We worked on that at practice yesterday. And that is a hard move to hit. That's a little Rising Sun dump on Rising Sun, because they were really good at that move. Comes away 8-1. Last time it was 8-0. And that's a dual meet, so that's much more impressive.
And we got some stare downs.
Yeah, there were some words exchanged in the last tournament. It's all good. Everybody just keeps it clean. It's all clean.
No one's surprised that there's a little bit of zest thrown on the end of that match right there.
No. Look, these guys are going to wrestle each other several more times.
They got
too.
a big couple weeks ahead of them. Play some head games while you're at it, too.
All right, remember what I said. What was the rule for dual meets, Jake? You remember what I said?
Get to 30, no pins.
Okay.
So I think you're saying you like the position that Decatur's in right now.
Yeah, 4 pins is 24. There's 24 points left to be scored. And I believe this is kind of one of the mismatches you're going to see tonight.
Yeah, Parker and Cherry, ranked number 8 in the state, going against an unranked opponent.
Yeah, Parker's also a pinner and armbar guy.
Rafe Schmid, just a freshman again, another young guy out here getting some experience. Might not be a good experience for him tonight, though.
Yeah, and Parker, like I said, Parker pins kids. And that's a pin.
Slow and steady to start it for Decatur, and now they're really just pounding it.
Yeah, so it's 37-13 if my math is correct, right? There's 18 more points left to score.
Yeah.
So and look, now Rising Sun's going to send out a state champ possibility right here with Mason Testerman. Probably a kid I could see winning states for sure this year. And I believe Decatur's going to forfeit to him.
That's unfortunate. Would have been nice to see Testerman wrestle. Third-ranked wrestler in the state. Was the state runner-up last year at 182.
Yep.
Currently sitting at 30-1. Would have been nice to see him wrestle. He looks a little disappointed as well.
Yeah, but his team got 6. See, that's where your other guys got to put him in a position to have to wrestle.
Yeah.
You got to put your team in danger. Or you got to put Decatur in danger of losing, so that we'd have to put our best lineup in a row.
Chance, yeah.
Now again, these are 2 ranked kids. Kohut is a senior from Decatur.
Currently
Ranked number
sitting at
7.
7 in the state.
Yep, 23-5 versus Elijah Farr.
Elijah Farr, a junior, ranked 10th in the state. Currently 26-4 on the year.
And these guys split a couple matches last year. Mason Farr, I believe, is 2-1 Kohut or 3-1 over Kohut. But not as much of a pinner as Testerman is. Testerman is much more of a pinner. So, again, there's 18 more points on the board that Rising Sun could score. Oh, no, we're not. We're last 2 matches. 12 points left to score. So the max they could get is 30.
And Decatur showing once again they can do it in so many ways. They have guys come out and do their job, hold off bonus points for Rising Sun. And then they have guys come out and finish the job and get a lot of extra bonus points, a lot of falls. They can beat you so many different ways.
Yeah, it's a tough team to beat, and especially when they when they're down to weight. When Hinojosa is down at 6, it's a different team. That's a nice shot by Cole to a leg trip. It's an important first takedown. Farr is very good at dumping people and scoring defensively. So for Cole to get this first takedown is definitely a morale booster for Cole, I'm sure. In any match, really. Shouldn't have given enough to stand up on the edge, though. Kohut, also a state golfer.
Now that's a sport.
These two don't go
That's a
hand in
real
hand.
sport. I don't think he's going to be wrestling when he's 75, but he will be golfing.
True. Would it be the toughest 75-year-old golfer? Unless he goes back to New Jersey. Then maybe not. That's a different caliber of tough dudes.
Todd, would you consider yourself a golfer over a wrestler at this point?
No. I golf.
You've invested a lot of time and money in
Are you a
getting your game
carpenter? Are you a
going.
plumber?
I've been known
I think
to
you have some plumbing
get some
tools.
woodworking in, yes.
I'm going to call you not Jesus Christ carpenter level yet. But certainly happy to have a Cole. He doesn't look like a golfer.
No, this is
built.
not a whole lot of golfers have muscles like
And
that.
again, up a weight class, 215.
Where do you see him wrestling in the postseason?
Probably 90. Probably 90. It's too big to make 75. He's talked about it. Still circling. Elijah Farr, keep the pressure forward. Looking for that dump. Ankle pick attempt.
Good, Elijah
see
Farr,
that-
26 wins on the year.
That elbow control Farr's got on the other side is he's very good with that. Right, this dump right here. He's very good at this. That's what we drilled yesterday. Cole got out of it.
Were you drilling that specifically because it's a specialty of Rising Sun?
Yes, we were. Thank you, Dean Cox. You were welcome. Told him I was going to drill it, and we drilled it.
You see the payoff tonight.
Yeah, we got a dump. We're 1-0 on dumps. There
you go.
Solito at the end of that match.
Give
Yeah,
a
but
taste of their own medicine.
Farr's digging that hook with his left hand, and he wants to dump Kohut. And he is good at it. And if you can kind of keep him off of that changes Farr's game. There's college guys that like that too. Austin DeSanto did the same thing at a very high level, and kids could not stop the dump.
Is he trying to get that hand placement on the elbow then?
Right there. That's what he's got. That rolled over grip. Thumb over, inside tie up. Cole's been giving it to him though. I think he's getting tired. You better be aware of that. That dump right there. He's still looking for it. All right. 2-1. Trying to tie it up from the bottom position. Should be an interesting third period here. I don't know if Cole can hold him or not.
Is it 2-1?
It's 2-1, yeah. Cole took neutral. All right, 2-2. Takedown's going to win it here, probably. It's going to be that dump of Elijah Carr or whatever Cole can get, maybe double.
Does he have a move he's looking for right now to finish this off?
He's good at a double, but he doesn't want to tie up. Like, there's his double. He went for it. And he's good at this leg trip. Well, both guys are kind of in trouble here.
Is this just a battle of strength right now?
Technique, too. Nothing yet. And that's 2. Oh, that's not what Elijah Farr should do. If he does it again, he's going to pay for it. But he got the takedown. So now, 4-3.
Takedown
Farr.
wins it. Got a minute left to do it. Is he
Now
gonna go-
Cole's got to go. Elijah
see-
Farr doesn't do anything.
Do you see Cole go for the double again?
Yes.
He had him the first time around.
He's got to finish it. He's got to get closer. Can't shoot that way outside, especially when Farr knows it's coming. He's up. He doesn't need it. There's the dump. And there's the elbow control. Cole's giving him the elbow again. Get him off the elbow. And these were close matches all the time they wrestled last year as well. It's like somebody made a mistake. Like that headlock, Cole giving up that headlock was a mistake. Farr's getting tired now.
Yeah, you can definitely see some fatigue setting in. He's got 15 seconds to finish this one off. Definitely some fatigue out there. 10 seconds to finish it.
Far knows it's coming. He's got to get closer. Cole's got to get closer.
Is he going to get it?
Up. 3. Right at the buzzer.
It's a battle. That was a good
match.
battle.
Great match. All right, coming into heavyweight. They're going to bump Nate McDaniel at 215 for Decatur. Up to Johnson.
This is Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, this is Johnson, right?
McDaniel's currently the 12th ranked wrestler at 215. Looks like he's going up against, I believe this is Caleb Johnson, who's a junior for Rising Sun.
Yeah,
14 and 14 on the year.
279, 280 pounds.
It's a big kid. That's a big kid. It's a
210 to 280.
pretty significant difference in weight.
Yeah. Nate is not one to back down.
Nate's a strong kid, but that's going to take a lot of strength.
Yeah, that's 80 pounds. Or 70. Caleb Johnson. Right there. It's Thomas who? Just put in the Johnson kid.
It might not be Johnson.
I know, but she doesn't have it on the screen.
So-
Means you might not have it on their track.
Gotcha. If it's
So-
not Johnson,
If it's not Johnson, we apologize.
sorry. Could have been Johnson.
Heavyweight's just going to.
It is Nate McDaniel, though.
Yes, it is Nate
It's definitely
McDaniel.
Nate McDaniel. And
So they're just.
there's still a weight discrepancy. You don't know if it's not Johnson, you don't know the exact weight, but there's discrepancy.
that out. Slide by. So heavyweights are just a lot of battle full on. Like this kid wants to go underhooks, which is that's his advantage there, 280.
So with Nate being undersized, does he have to approach this differently? Than if
You
he's
got to be careful.
Is that what it is?
Like this is a. Uh-oh. So it's a heavyweight match. You never know. Whoever goes to their back first sometimes is the one that gets in trouble.
Will Nate wrestle heavyweight in the state tournament?
No, he's too small. He's just doing this totally to help the team.
Common theme you've referenced that, a lot of unselfishness on the Decatur squad.
Listen, we've done this for decades. You know, your best kids have to wrestle up. They've got to maybe sit sometimes. We don't hear complaints very often, or from parents.
And as myself, someone who hasn't been around wrestling a whole lot, I now have 3 kids that are involved in the junior program. It starts young. These kids learn the right lessons when they're young. They spend a lot of time with the older kids. The older kids put the time in to teach them these lessons. So they're prepared by the time they get to this point.
Yeah, these kids are very much team-oriented. And I think it started with Coach Gilligan and I over 20 years ago. He was on some state champion caliber teams, and I was a state champion. Oh, that's a nice step over.
Can he finish
He's
it?
in trouble.
Finish him, Nate.
Heavyweights usually have trouble getting off their back, but this kid was strong. I saw him doing push-ups in the warm-up. He is strong.
You did reference that right away during the warm-ups. How many push-ups he banged out?
Oh, now Nate's got an arm bar. You got to step that way to get it tighter. And,
Can you lock your own hands like that?
yeah, you can. It's a defensive move.
Okay.
Now he lost it, so now
He keeps trying to lock his hands
Yeah,
there.
Nate's got to just run it. As soon as he gets up, those broken hands, got to make a fist underneath. Get that, yeah. He's getting it tighter, good. Now he can run it. I think he's got the far wrist.
I was just going to say, does he need to be on the other side
No,
to
he's going to
to
run it
roll
from
him?
there. He's going to run it from over there
Okay. So he's on. You want him on that side.
to get it tight. Now once you're tight, then you step
Then
out
you flip.
here.
Okay.
And then
now
you
he's
run
trying
it to
to
his
roll
ear.
That kid's strong. He's strong.
He's flexible, too, for a heavyweight. That's impressive. Heavyweights usually don't give you this kind of effort. But again, big dual meet. Everybody's got, it's not just you're worried about. Your teammates. I think, he sat up.
He's strong.
That's great. That was a great move by Johnson.
How much further out does he need to go?
Well, he's got 2 points in, so he's in. Rising Sun is in.
Big.
And he's close to pin.
He is using his advantage right now.
And there she is.
Wow.
That was a big pin for Rising Sun there.
He had a weight advantage, and he used it. He used every ounce of his strong
He did.
kid.
Nate didn't run
Big,
it correctly.
strong
Nate didn't
kid.
run it correctly. He's got to learn. Got to run that to his ear, not straight across.
Big, strong
Those guys
kid.
will
He
sit
used
up
it.
in. But that is, that's it. That's a dual meet, folks. 28-37. Pretty close.
Decatur finishes yet another dual season undefeated.
Yep. It's a lot straight. I don't know how many.
At some point, you lose count, I guess, right? Just keep stacking them. We'll
yeah.
count them in seasons now. We won't
Coach
count them in
August right
individual
now.
matches.
I always forgot
We'll
this.
count them in seasons.
Yeah, so looks like region duels next week. Decatur will now be the 1 seed. Rising Sun will be the 2. And if everything pans out, we're going to see them again on Thursday.
That's a great way to finish off the season with a good, strong test going into the postseason.
Yeah, and they lost. That's the scarier part for Decatur. Because you think you win, you don't need to change anything. They lost. They're going to change stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna go look at the film.
Yeah, because they already lost.
The way you were working their techniques, they're gonna come back with the same
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, they probably will. I don't know if we have any techniques that stood out. Have to go back and look at the film. Well, Jake, thank you. Let's go back to the end drive. Stay away from the ice.
Yeah, we'll be careful. Be careful walking out. Everyone be careful out there.
All right, thanks.